Hey there, it's Sara Spiker here, and I'm so excited to extend an invitation to join me over the next 10 days for a series of masterclass videos where we're going to be talking about how to rearrange the pieces, transcend the weight of other people's expectations so that you can truly unleash your power of magic and transform not just your life or harmonize your home or simplify work, but do it without wasting the time you already don't have, or worse, fitting into places you clearly no longer belong. Unrelatable to Unstoppable is the platform that this masterclass is going to be basing off. And it was inspired not only by my own personal experience of the past several months, but as a nod to 11 plus years of working with some of the most remarkable, highly accomplished, conventional, unconventional, contemporary mystics, women leaders out there, the ones who really pour your hearts and soul and blood and sweat and tears into doing so much for so many people and still be able to, love the ones who matter to you the most, show up for them even at your own expense. And those of you who really take pride in being homemakers just as much as you are trailblazers in the world of business. Most of you are also familiar with the word of unrelatable in the first place. I don't think I need to define it for you, because when you look around, you understand the level of success you have accomplished. You understand that most people cannot relate to your insane drive, your aspirations that are larger than life, and this energy of yours when it's activated that not only has you move mountains, but mountains move when you do. You know what I'm talking about. So why this series? Why now? Again, as I said, this has been inspired by my own personal experience and observations, and I felt called to gift these framework to you because they do base on a micro mastermind that I'll be hosting Premier League level for 5 women only. However, the transformation that follows when you apply the framework is too valuable to keep it just for myself and for those 5 women. So I want to give you the tools. I want to offer the inspiration. I want to offer the pieces of education that I have picked up along the way, the lessons. I want to demonstrate how you can practically apply those teachings so that you can transform yourself and your life, so that you can be ready for whatever comes next. Because here's the thing, 2022 is coming to an end, just like 2021 came to an end, just like 2020 did, and just like 2023 will. And most of us have been in the space. Maybe it's your office, maybe it's a boardroom, maybe it's a coffee shop equipped with gel pens and markers and Sharpies in the colors of the rainbow. By the way, I have a whole array here, and whiteboards and planners and journals, and you name it, you have it, in addition to some awesomely inspiring music and meditations to activate your energetic signatures that you are going to be imprinting on those plans. All the intentions are there. But life happens, right? My own plans for 2022 are nothing like my life actually got to look like in 2022. If I was planning to conquer the world with my business partner in December, this relationship came to a completion. If I was aiming to really power through the summer and really make a change, I ended up taking the whole summer off, and my kids and I went to Slovenia. And if I was getting ready to continue our life here in the States, even though I kind of knew that I overstayed my welcome, well, guess what? My family and I are actually in a process of uprooting our whole lives and returning to Europe. While I'm returning, they're coming with me to start a new chapter. Again, nothing like who I could have possibly imagined back then. But you know what led it up to this point? It was this deep knowing. It was a calling of my soul that I kept answering, even when things were falling sideways, seemingly. And so many of my clients are in this same situation, right? When all of a sudden, the harder that you try and the more that you plan for something, and the more that you try to minimize yourself in order to keep others around you comfortable, and you're suppressing this knowing of yours, you're suppressing your dreams, and you're questioning your own worthiness and the value of your hunches and your voice and your callings and your truth, right? Because you want to keep others comfortable. Chances are you come to a place where nothing works the way you intended it to. Nothing is as it seems. What makes the difference is, do you fall sideways? Do you power through, or do you surrender into the flow and trust the trust and have faith in faith? When you transform from unrelatable to unstoppable, this is exactly what you master. And here is going to be the framework for the 10 days we're going to be spending together, so that you have the tools that you're not going to be using just in those situations just right now, but actually for the rest of your life and possibly lifetimes that are yet to come. So over the next 10 days, we will help you identify your unrelatable, unrelatable advantage and your unique rhythm. We're going to determine your energetic blueprint and unapologetic daily application. Again, things go sideways, but only when you're grounded. The tornadoes can rage around you, but you're still there, centered, and all is well. And we're going to help you dissolve physical, mental, emotional, energetic bottlenecks, gaps, and leaks that are holding you back. Most likely, you're not even aware of them. We're going to refine what being unrelatable truly means to you and how you can emerge your superpowers that are meant to serve you. And funny thing, for some reason, I just can't say the word unrelatable at the moment. And so be it. You know what? English is your language. I'm just trying to use it, to borrow a quote from Victor Borga, a comedian. We're going to be upgrading your mindset, recalibrating your energy, and realigning the strategic pieces. Again, strategic pieces and all the plans and all the Sharpies, and they all can have the best intention, but when things fall sideways, what do you do? And when you up level into vibrational certainty and you look back at those plans, you're like, yeah, no, 3/4 of those can go. So it's kind of like an upward spiral, you know, and it's all like a fluid process. We're gonna show you how to show up at work, in life, in home, in relationships, in ways that carry that fire in your belly mission. And chances are this fire has been missing ingredient for quite some time, so it's time to reignite it. And another thing that I promise is that I'm not one of those people who say, you know, this is what I have done, so you have to do it this exact same way. Because let's be honest, first and foremost, I don't even know you, you don't know me. I have no idea what your background is, probably different than mine. I come from an elite athletic background. I have been through dark night of the soul. I have completed missions and identities and emerged over and over and over again. But what I can tell you from these lessons are frameworks so that you can figure out your own path. And then we're going to simply help you become truly unstoppable and the most authentic being who goes out and conquers the world. So listen, if you want to be a part of that, there's absolutely nothing that you have to sign up for. But if you do want to receive notifications when those videos appear, I invite you to send me a connection request, to subscribe here to my channel on LinkedIn, on YouTube, wherever you're seeing this video. And if there are particular questions you would like me to address, send me a message and I'll be happy to do kind of a Q&A type of thing as well, to make sure that you are fully supported. So this is it. It's super simple. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything except of 10 days of committing to yourself. And I certainly hope to see you there. Take care.